Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome back to episode 10 of the Reality Wagon Bachelorette podcast. My name is Anthony,
My name is Andrew.
and we are near the end.
Yes, one more week.
Almost out of the tunnel, because goddamn. Listen, as I love doing this with you. I love doing this. And honestly, this has been crazy to actually create something. It's like
Can you believe this is our second completion?
almost.
I mean,
We have to be alive and breathing by the end of next week.
Fair enough, which may not happen, But it's amazing, though, that we're 1 in 7/8 or whatever the heck number you want to use.
one and 10/11ths.
Yeah, whatever it is, through this. And we'll soon be starting another one after this.
We will. We'll move right on to The Bachelor right after The Bachelorette ends. So we might get a 2-week vacation. The first vacation we will have taken, period. If we even get it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much time we get between The Bachelorette and Bachelor.
Was it 10 days? I think it started January 4th or something like that.
Do you know how awesome it's going to be to not have to worry about this for 1 week?
Amazing. Honestly, I think about it all
the
the time.
I love doing it too. I really love doing it, but it's something where it's just I'm going to have my Tuesday nights back.
I mean, those have never really been something I've done stuff on. But
still, though,
it'll be nice to have them back.
It's a night.
The fact I can watch anything else besides
literally
Bachelor.
anything. The opportunities are endless.
Yeah, I can go to
I
bed.
can just not watch something.
Yeah, I can go to bed early.
I could read a book or something.
I don't have to drive you home at midnight because we also started late again.
We started late again, but we're gonna move fast. I said we're gonna move. Remember at the beginning of last episode, because I was listening back to it because I had to edit it and stuff like that, and I was like, we're gonna make this like a 45-minute turbo episode, and it ended up being like an hour and 20.
Yeah, well, we just had so much to talk about.
Yeah.
We also went off the rails so many times.
Yeah,
which is good. I like it
a lot.
I've kind of enjoyed it more than. I mean, Bachelor is now becoming, as I was saying just before we going off, it's less drama now, and it's more about actually finding Tayshia a man that's actually that are good men.
Well, it's all the dudes that are left. I'd be happy to grant my blessing to any of them because they need it. Yes. They're gonna need my blessing before they go ahead and take Tayshia's hand in marriage.
I mean, yeah, we went from basically 7.5 men to 3, and I'm counting Bennett as like a half because he was never really back-ish, but he went through a resume.
I thought you were counting him as a half man because he wasn't a real man, and I was gonna be like, yeah, you stick it to him.
I mean, I can't say he's not a real man. He said so many things, and he was a great anti-hero to villain throughout this show.
The thing with Bennett is I didn't even know that people like Bennett still existed. You know,
in what way?
In a way that they're he's very like pompous and thinks he's incredibly smart and very wise. I don't really know that. Maybe I just don't associate with very many wise folk.
I mean, I don't associate with very many wealthy folk because he has that, and I think that's kind of where it came from. Also, it's surprising the lack of people we interact with who are like that, given that we are rather close to Harvard. Because
I've met Harvard kids,
and they're never like that. I wouldn't say never, but the ones I've met,
some of them are huge douchebags. But not like that level of douchebag. A lot of there's a whole lot of daddy's money Harvard situation going on.
See, I've never met one of those.
Those are the worst.
I've only met the valedictorian people.
I've never swung at any of them. If I met Bennett in real life. If I was at a party or something and Bennett gave me if Bennett gave me the Noah treatment, I know he's got a few inches on me, and I'm sure he knew how to Donnybrook
fisticuffs.
Yeah, fisticuffs. But I would have swung at Bennett if he gave me a book on etiquette.
I still can't believe
if he gave me a red bandana, I probably would have swung at him.
That's not even like a.
What is this about?
What do you call me?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even like a Harvard thing at that point. It's just being a pompous,
douche.
dick. Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much.
He's a douche. He's a classic.
And I think that can come from everyone. So I wasn't meant to call Harvard. Just you'd assume you'd see more of them given our location.
The thing is, I've met so many people from Harvard now that I originally had the impression of. Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
I originally had the impression of all Harvard people being douchebags because you see it on. Just in culture and stuff like that.
It's a stereotype.
And also, we grew up close enough to it, so I knew all the people that aspired to go. Mm-hmm. Where, a whole bunch of, everyone in my high school, not everybody, but everyone who was, even on, honor roll, applied.
Really? Your high school?
From my high school, applied. It's more just,
Not calling your high school anything. I was surprised based on what
in.
Okay, never mind.
Actually, one girl might have. Oh, no, she did. She did. One girl from my high school did get in. She was super smart, one of, the sweetest, nicest people in the world.
Good for her.
Yeah, so she got in, but she's the only one. And other than that, Everyone else applied, but it was just like an automatic rejection. Like no one got waitlisted. It was just something you did.
Yeah.
It's just like you throw it out there just in case they want something to do with a JV athlete.
I'm not gonna lie.
Who was on honor roll for 3 of
it.
7 semesters.
I threw an application to Harvard.
Of course.
I only got waitlisted at one Ivy League school, and then they rejected me off the waitlist.
I didn't apply to any Ivies. I applied to U Chicago, which like they just instantly threw my thing in the trash.
I mean, that's basically an honorary Ivy.
It is an Ivy. It's the same thing as like Stanford.
It's
not
that's
an Ivy, but it's like that Ivy affiliate.
It's like the middle state Ivy,
yeah.
and then it's like how like Stanford's the West Coast Ivy.
Yeah,
it's basically that whole
like,
thing.
Whatever, Harvard of the Midwest.
Yeah, it's always a top
Michigan
school.
says they are, but Michigan's also a very hard. I didn't know. No one from my school got into Michigan.
Really?
My salutatorian applied to Michigan, didn't get in.
That's
2 people.
very surprising.
2 people in the history of my high school, by the time that I was applying, had ever got in. And since then, 2 people, and one of them is like a D1 soccer player. And the other one's just really smart.
That seems very surprising given
I thought it was
Michigan.
weird too.
Yeah.
It's a school, if you go to it in state, it's a lot easier.
Oh, I know that for a fact.
It's like UMass Amherst apparently is hard to get into from out of state. Not hard, but harder.
I can kind of get that though.
It's
because
one of those,
so many people in the state want to go there.
Right.
Same thing with Michigan. It's like, why would you not? It's like
Michigan has like a undergraduate population of like I forget how many, like 45 or 60,000 or something like that.
That's the same thing with like UT Austin and Texas A&M, where it's like I kind of regret a little bit. I don't regret anything because I enjoyed my time here. But going to UT Austin is definitely a financially like, same thing. Going to U Michigan is like UT Austin and U Michigan are both like top 15, top 20 schools for, especially with like CS or whatever you want.
Oh no,
to do.
yeah, no, they're top 30 in almost everything.
Yeah.
Nationwide,
public
and, like,
and private included.
That's included with all the Ivies and everything.
So that's why whenever I see people, I'm like, why would I? Like, I didn't apply to it because I hated Texas. I didn't want to stay there. But it's like, if you're in Michigan, you like it, or you can at least deal with it. Why not go to that school? Why not apply there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that was a heartbreaking one. Was the U Michigan rejection letter?
No, yeah.
Because I went and visited the school, absolute dream school. Ann Arbor's beautiful.
Ann Arbor, I've been there. Do you ever visit the Painted Rock?
No.
Oh, dude, it's like a rock that has like, I want to say over like 100 layers of paint because people just repaint it, and it's repainted like their frat or sorority, and people will go. I saw so many things in Ann Arbor where I went also a football game.
I was
incredible.
I was in obviously high school doing like a college tour when I went.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like with my dad.
Oh.
And I don't even think it might have been the start of college football season, maybe not even. And no, it was in the summer. So it wasn't even college football season. But that was one thing where I was like, if I could have been here, like I don't even know anybody who went there.
I know 2 people.
So like I don't even have a contact. It would have just been me if I wanted to just go
and hang out.
Getting a ticket to Ann Arbor and trying to make friends.
Yeah, that's the one thing now where it's like I don't really know anyone. I don't have any friends still in. I mean, I have friends that are like 5th year, like going for their masters and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have any friends in undergraduate. I think still. I mean, I have one that like did a gap year and stuff, but I don't think I have any friends like junior or below. They're all seniors or master's students.
Abby's still in school,
but she's a senior, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know.
My last friends are like
are
aging
seniors.
out like right
yeah,
now.
that's what I'm saying. So even if I wanted to, like, most of my friends have moved to like big cities, like Detroit or New York. You know,
it is
LA.
cool to have friends in cities now.
Oh yeah, super. I mean, that's why I'm visiting like Houston, Austin, Dallas, like later on this year or next year. But yeah, so that's the whole thing with us. We should definitely start talking about the Bachelorette.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was waiting to see how we were gonna reel that back in. If
I
was
was
be
just
authentic and organic or not. No, don't have the bandwidth for it.
We're in green light here territory.
The green light. We're gonna see how it comes out. I think it'll probably look okay.
It'll look okay. I think the purple is still my favorite so far.
I think I wanted to just do something different, just to see if we can play around with the light and have a different one every single time, so they could be like easily discernible.
I just need to get a Philips Hue lamp, and we can put it on the table and like face us, and that's basically that. And they're only like I don't know, say like $50 or whatever. I could use it for a lot of things. Anyway, yeah, we'll give it a try. We'll each, let us know how you feel about it.
Yeah, definitely. Let us know in the comments down below if the green gives you Shrek vibes.
Ooh, it could. Yeah, and if you're just listening and you're not watching on YouTube, just still let us know how you feel about green.
Are you attracted to plants? I feel like if you're is flora human or is flora animal or fauna animal?
I want to say fauna is animal.
I think flora
because
like floral. Okay.
Fauna also just sounds
if you're
animalistic.
Florophile, that sounds like a real thing. Florophile sounds like a real thing, doesn't it?
It sounds real.
Yeah.
That's
so
what
if you're
I'm
a
gonna go with.
florophile, does this like make you horny?
I really hope that's what we think
Let
it
us
is.
know down in the comments down below.
Honk
if you're horny. The Bachelorette is a show. And they really they tested us this week. They put us up and they said, "Hey, Reality Wagon. Hey, at Reality Wagon on Twitter and Instagram. What do you think? Do you think you can handle 2 2-hour-long episodes in 1 week?" And what did we say? Not really.
Yeah, honestly.
we said no. Actually, I'm going to watch the first half of the Monday episode and then read the recap for the second half because I was making a lasagna.
I was working until 9:30 that night, so I didn't really have time for that, and I didn't record it. So I was like, you know what? Recap time tomorrow.
Time. Really, really struggled. I don't know how next week sets up.
Please don't.
If it's another Monday, Tuesday, that's going to be a very, very tough one.
It's also the week of Christmas, so
yes,
whatever that means.
Christmas.
I mean, I think the 23rd is the finale. It falls day before, 2 days before. What day is it? Christmas? 24th and 25th.
What day is Christmas?
Dude, I literally...
It's like one of the only holidays around now that stays stable. It's like asking what day is New Year's.
Yeah, but the thing is, well, New Year's Day or New Year's Eve?
Fair? Yeah.
I know one of them is at least 25.
Christmas is December 25th. It was the date of Jesus' birth. Get it right. I'll end this podcast right now. I'll walk out.
Was it the day of Jesus' birth?
Respect our Lord.
Was it not? Yeah, okay. I mean, fair enough. I didn't go to church. You could tell me his date was November 7th, and I would believe you. Wait, so was
Actually, Jesus was born in the spring.
Was he? I thought he died in the spring. I thought that was Easter.
He also did die in the spring, but he was also...
Oh, how sad. He died near his birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
I hope he got to celebrate.
Honestly. Well, they might not have been on our calendar.
Yeah.
What is it, Gregorian?
They were. I think they might have been on the Jewish calendar at that point.
Did they add Augustus and Junus or whatever?
No, because didn't they go back in time? Because technically, Jesus' birth is year 0.
I thought, was it his birth or his death?
His birth is year 0.
Yeah, that's right.
Because it's AD.
Yeah, but
BC before Christ. AD Alto Dominus.
Yeah, for some reason I always thought AD meant after death. And
no.
So I'm like, those 33 years before Christ and AD aren't just... I used to think that all the time. Like, why is after death?
After death. It's the lost period.
There's 33 years of like DC, like during Christ.
Oh no, I still sit there and go AD and say in my head after death. And as I was running through, I was like, BC means before Christ and AD means Alto Dominus. There we go.
It's so funny to me when that happens, but...
Which I don't even know what that means. I've took like 7 years of Latin, and I can't tell you what Alto Dominus means.
Alto
is
something king.
Other. Dominus is pizza.
Very nice, delicious.
Other
Wait,
pizza.
so Christmas Day is 25th, right?
Yes, Andrew.
Christmas Eve is the 24th.
You only spent 22 years on God's green earth celebrating.
Bro, 2 years ago I forgot my birthday.
Is it Alto Dominus?
I don't. Or 3 years ago, I forgot my birthday.
You have a serious issue then because
I don't remember
dates. How you forget your birthday?
I can't imagine my birthday, so I can't remember it. Anyway, I can't visualize my birthday.
I think I was actually wrong after saying it 3 times in a row. Anno Domini, the year of our Lord.
Interesting.
Anno Domini. Not Alto Dominus. I don't know where the fuck that came from. So I guess I know nothing. The answer is nothing.
You learned nothing from Latin.
I learned literally nothing from Latin.
You know who else also learned nothing is Blake from his time with Claire.
With who?
With Claire. Back in the day, whenever he fell for Claire and he didn't take anything slow and he cheated. And now he's doing the opposite effect. And he
cheated?
Remember whenever he not cheated on her, he cheated the game. He texted her early.
Oh my God.
He went. I
was like, have we been watching different shows?
No. It would have been a smooth transition if like you got my vibe what I was talking about.
I picked it up and I was like, okay, I like your transition into the Blake stuff. I liked it, and then it wasn't.
What I'm saying is
I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
He didn't learn anything because he never took the middle ground. So there's 2 things he did. The first thing of this episode is his solo date, right? But with Claire, back in the day, he cheated, tried to edge his way ahead, was getting really serious with it really fast. This one, with Tayshia, he's going super slow. He goes, I just need more time. Give us more time. But there's the home visits next week.
Yeah.
So Tayshia was not feeling that.
She didn't want to meet his mom who has a bad beard, his dad who has a bad beard.
Yeah,
There's
they all texted
her
her
a
early.
Dog with a bad beard.
They all probably were like, Tayshia, we can't wait to meet you. And you're like, this is the same thing.
It's like, why do you all have the same beard?
And so they went on a date to the Crystal Master.
Yeah, that was terrible. Actually, let's be honest, right? they went to go get like their chakras read or some shit, and like any of my friends will know, I'm a massive cynic, very sarcastic.
You don't like astrology?
Astrology has been used to my disadvantage more than once, so much so to explain a breakup.
Well, at least
I was put under, like, someone was sending me like my our astrological things like day by day for like 2 weeks before, and like I knew what was happening. It was a long distance thing. But every time they kept getting sent over, she was being like, "This is why we're not compatible." I was like, "No, it's because we live a 1,000 miles away.
Whatever it is.
We live 1,000 miles away, and like we're both in college, and this isn't working right now." Like, you don't. Astrology is fucking bullshit, and I know I just said that like out loud, and I just offended at least 2 people I know that watch this. So.
Sorry.
You know who you are, and you can just text me right about now.
That also reminds me, I had a nightmare last night.
Me too.
Where
I had a terrible nightmare last night.
I don't think my nightmare is going to be as bad as yours. My nightmare was that I was dating someone long distance, and I couldn't break up with them because I couldn't reach them. But I felt obligated not to go and see anyone else. So for a year, I was kind of in this long distance. Then I went and visited them. And their parents like, "Oh, actually, we can bring you to where they are now." And then they brought me to a graveyard, and they died. And I wasn't made aware. And then I like opened my eyes, like, "What the fuck was that?"
I had a nightmare I literally couldn't escape last night, and I remember only bits and pieces of it now. But as soon as I woke up, I was like, I am exhausted.
Yeah, it's one of those you sweat, you just feel so tired.
I woke up and I was like, my brain's been working all night. I was like in like a classroom or something with a whole bunch of people that were like sort of around my age. And we were all like drafted into like this secret military operation. Okay. And we had to we flew to like, I think it was Israel or something like that. And like they were like training us to carry out this like military operation. I was like, can't we just get like real soldiers? And they're like, nope, you're the best we got. And it was like me and a whole bunch of like other college students or whatever. And then we played baseball. That was weird.
Did you guys win? Did you guys win the
mission?
No,
I made it. I like missed a catch in the outfield. It was terrible.
Oh, no.
That's what woke me up. It wasn't traveling to the Middle East to go carry out some whatever anti-terrorism thing.
It was a missed opportunity. It
was a missed catch. Oh god, it was brutal.
Oh man,
dude, my dreams have been so fucking stupid.
Same
so
here.
Dumb, and I just let me sleep, dude.
The last few weeks have been like. I can't. I sleep for 2 hours. I wake up for half an hour, and I go back to sleep. And it's a different dream, like 4 times a night.
Yeah,
it's awful. I feel like I just want to take a lot of drugs.
Yeah, I gotta stop doing methamphetamine before bed. I think that's what's doing it for me.
Oh yeah, man. It just feels like my brain is active, and then I get on my phone during those 30 minutes. I'm like, what am I doing? Yeah. Just throw it away, and then I open up my window and I close it because I'm freezing. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been awful.
Yeah, not great.
Oh man. So the chakras are bullshit.
Chakras are stupid. But like this show used it as an opportunity to be like, oh, like Tayshia, your brain chakra is fine, and your throat chakra is also fine, but your titty chakra, your heart chakra is so it's unsure. And like as soon as they said that, I was like, okay, listen, that's the show being like, okay, now there's a reason. And if I were Blake, I'd be, well, she didn't use it as rationale. Imagine if Tayshia was like, oh my god, my heart chakra is unsure. I don't think this is gonna work out. I think you gotta get out of here. Oh, did you hear that? That's your cap.
Oh man, it's so weird seeing that in person. Like seeing it in a show is one thing. Like when Halloween comes around every year and people go to, and I went to Salem once. And to see people get emotional over card readings with their significant other.
Tarot card readings, stuff like that. Salem is wicked fucking fun, though.
Oh, no. Salem is a lot of fun, especially towards Halloween.
It's their Super Bowl. It's like all those weirdos live for.
But I remember there was one time I went there with a girlfriend of mine a few years back.
Yeah.
And she wanted to get her tarot cards read for like, and it was like a friend or significant other, like you as a partner tarot card reading. And I was like, no. I'm like, because I knew she was kind of into all that spirit stuff. And I'm like, that's not happening. We're gonna go get drunk or eat Chinese food or whatever we can do on Halloween. We're not gonna get our spirits read about our relationship, because I know someone's gonna be like, you have the upside downs, and then there's gonna be some bullshit about that, and I have to deal with that when I get home. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to go have happy Halloween sex in our costumes, and I didn't want that ruined, and it was not.
I dress like the purple Teletubby, and I want to get lucky tonight.
Exactly. Oh my god. But yeah, I don't. That was just a whole other thing. It was weird seeing that in the episode.
Yeah, it was. They both like strip down in it too. They both get like not like naked. She's like now unrobe, and like they're both like what? And I'm like yes, please. And then they get down to like bikinis or something. Tayshia looks delightful as always.
Dude, her looks in the second episode as well, where she was looking very good. Big compliment to whoever her wardrobe is.
A big
and also
compliment to her.
Yeah, her as a person as well.
She makes literally everything look good. And you know what's like the worst part is that like she's just like the most beautiful girl I think I've ever seen. And like you and Gray watched it with us tonight. And both like kind of looked at me and asked me like, "Is she really? And are you just saying this?" And I was like, "I'm not just saying this."
Well, because when you say someone is like literally,
I also like,
you know what I mean?
But I also hype things up. Like I know what you mean. Like
no,
I
I know
things up all the time. Like I did that with. Did I do that with any girls on Big Brother this year? No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Not
I didn't like
this
any.
year.
I didn't like any of the girls on Big Brother this year. But like, I do that all the time. Where I just like whatever. So I'm not like fake infatuated, but just like overly like hyperbolically infatuated with girls.
Yeah, so that's
just
why
like
this time I
like
sat
on camera and
when
stuff.
we were sat down. I went, "Do you actually mean?"
And
this?
I genuinely do.
Yeah, but the thing
like
is,
I sit there and I was
saying,
watching the show last night with like my hand in my head, like my head in my hand, just like.
You're gonna say it somewhere else.
No.
No.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
You're the one that said my hand in my, and you're like my head in my hand.
Hand out.
What head?
Get it out of the. Get everything out of the gutter. Get it all out of the
There
gutter.
you go, buddy.
Because I respect women and I respect Tayshia and I would die for Tayshia.
All right, I understand. So this is where it's coming from. Is I
I'd die for a lot less, but I'd die for Tayshia too.
I knew you would die for a lot less.
I'll die for pretty much nothing.
Some nice prosciutto. Anyway, so that ended up with Blake just being sent home.
Yep. Tayshia, Blake, 17 minutes into yesterday's episode. Adios, Blake. We will see you on the flippity flop.
Well, we did see him later on.
We did, because like, Tayshia told him, was like, oh, the only reason we're not together or whatever, the only reason it's not working out is because we need more time. Or Blake is like, I wish we had more time. And she's like, me too. Yeah, sure. Yeah, like time is going to fix this. She just didn't have a genuine connection with you, bro.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, that was the two
I
people.
say this so nonchalantly, but if I ever had the opportunity to be on this show for 5 minutes with Tayshia, I would have told her I loved her episode 1.
You would have taken that route?
I mean, I could have taken the opposite route that Ben took and just not say it.
Okay, to be fair to Ben, he always got in his own way.
Okay.
We'll talk about this. We're not talking about this later or now?
Fuck it. Let's do it now.
All right. So towards the end of the second episode, right? This was after all the single hometown dates where they did was it La Quinta?
Yeah, they were at La Quinta.
Yeah. So everything there, all their families get meet. Ben is there talking. His sister showed up and one of his longtime friends. While his sister was talking to Tayshia, one of his longtime friends goes, "Why don't you just tell her how you feel?" And basically was saying, "You love her." And he goes, "I do love her." And she goes, "That's easy. Just tell her that."
Say it. Yeah.
So then the rose ceremony. The other dates happened. The rose ceremony comes up. There's no cocktail party, for obvious reasons. There's only 4 people, and they went hometown dates. So the 4 guys show up. Ben tells Chris Harrison, "I love her," and then Chris goes, "Have you told her?" And he goes, "No." But it was the rose ceremony. It's like, bro, this is kind of your last chance.
Should have said it.
And you should have said it. But it's like, this is now your last chance. You're at the rose ceremony. You got to tell her.
Right.
He ends up not getting picked. He's the last one. He's the 4th one. He's 4th place. He goes. They walk out, and my man is struggling. My man had no idea how to pronounce words correctly.
Not even.
He couldn't think.
Not even. No. Here's what he did, right? And because I'm familiar with this tactic. It's subconscious. It's a subconscious tactic.
But it wasn't a tactic for him.
No, I'm not. It's a subconscious coping mechanism.
There you go. Okay.
What he does is, and I do that. I to some capacity. I know where he's coming from. Is things get overwhelming. It's a lot easier than showing emotion. Is just like shutting down.
Yeah.
And in a way, it's not anything that you can control. It's just a natural response to an overwhelming stimulus that could, in this capacity, hurt you. And I think a lot of the time, like anyone like shuts down, it's to avoid something from actually like penetrating them and hurting them.
Yeah.
So what he did was he's just like, yeah, like I'm heartbroken, but I'll get through it. Yeah. And like I think I've probably said that exact same phrase before. out loud to the person who's broken my heart.
I didn't mean mispronouncing. I meant like he was stumbling over his words. He didn't know. He didn't have a clear thought. Like
yeah.
He basically shut down everything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He was very cold and just like, it is. I think he literally said it is what it is.
It is what it is.
If you want to know someone who just has checked out of a conversation, it's those words. It is what it is. If I've ever said it is what it is to you, it means that I just don't care about what you just said. Not that I don't care about you as a person, but I definitely don't care about any of the words that are coming out of your mouth right before I say it is what it is.
It's amazing me when people like there was someone infamous for this at my high school that I remember, who I'm still friends with and I've seen since college and stuff. And she was so obvious to read and there are people, and she actually kind of helped like a couple, like me at least, learn like the key signs of people just not being interested because she was so obvious. But people just never, like, even when she did it, like I'd get it and I would just walk away or stop talking to her. But there's so many people where it would happen to and they just would not grab the hint. And she's like, yeah, it is what it is. And like all those physical language signs. And this was the thing with,
for sure.
And
for sure.
He was doing all of these, and she was looking disappointed. So they both should have fed off of each other, where it's like she could tell that he was shut down, he could tell she was disappointed, and so it just added to the fire of like
the issue.
Yeah.
It just so you wanted to give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt in terms of not saying I love you.
See, I want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt on the show because it's nerves, it's the atmosphere, and I also. That thing just fell off. I also really like him as a person, and I don't think he did anything wrong. I think
can hold the mic up while you screw it in.
No, I got it.
It's gonna be romantic.
So I really like the way. Oh yeah.
Here, how about we just do this? Here, no. You set your.
So anyway, I really liked like him throughout the season. So I think, dude, this is not. Hold on. Hold on. I got it. No, it's done. It's done. I already got it. I can fix it. So anyway, I enjoy. Stop.
Oh, that's gonna create like a.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh shit! No, it's gonna sound terrible.
Screwed in. Anyway, so I have enjoyed him throughout the season. So that's why I felt so bad for him. And also, he was never a bad guy. He was never a villain. He was always very nice.
Very nice.
It's just he had a problem speaking with his emotions, and I feel like that comes from his past. We knew he was an Army vet, and all that stuff that went with him. And I just feel bad that he wasn't able to articulate how he felt, because I'm sure there's a ton of guys out there. I mean, there have been points in time where I was nervous to say how I felt, and I don't regret it, but I'm like, that's who I was, and I've since learned it's just easier to say it now, and get over with. But there are times where I was like, yeah, I didn't say what I felt, and I regret it, and I feel bad for him because he'll probably go home and think, why did I not say it? You know what I mean? Immediately when he got in that car, you could see the look on his face. He was like, why did I not do it?
Yeah, my biggest thing is that, like, all right, so the night before they had the thing with the hometown thing, he was talking to the family friend, being like, I love her, and she's like, just say it. And he's like, okay, I'll say it. And then he just didn't say it. It's like, I don't even know how to say it or whatever. Fine. You had your time to say it at the end of your, like, hometown thing when it was just him and Tayshia sitting on the couch. He didn't say it. Fine. It was awkward.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe she didn't expect him to say it. He should have, and he knew that he wanted to, and he felt he made a mistake. You got to figure yourself out.
No, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna jam it on in there.
Go for it.
I usually do.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I agree with you.
But also, the issue is that like 20 million people
also
know that he loves Tayshia, and Tayshia doesn't know.
She's
so
the only
what
one.
sort of fucking secret is it? And I know it's hard to say it to the person that it actually is, but I mean, she's going to watch it eventually. She already knows. He knows as soon as he says it out loud on camera that's how that
works.
That's everyone knows. Everyone knows. So wouldn't you rather just say it at that point? If you said it to if it's something that you would say via a loudspeaker to the entire population of New York City, is it something that you can't say to one person?
Yeah, I guess that is. I just think the fact that he wasn't seeing it.
That's big brain logic right there.
That is big brain logic.
Big brain logic.
I think it fails to see the fact that those people aren't directly in front of him, and they're not the people that he's saying it to. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like...
technically, it means nothing to them.
Exactly. It means nothing to them.
He's not saying, I love you to
New York
20
City.
million people.
Yeah, it's not going, I love you, New York.
I love you, New York.
Good night. But I think that's the difference, is the fact that he was talking to a camera, so it's like a faceless... It's that whole thing where it's like people feel confident telling things to anonymous people. That's why, like, anonymous chat rooms or, like, anonymous, like, Twitter and all that stuff. Like, that's why that shit is always so
Glory
crazy.
Holes.
Huh?
Glory holes.
Glory holes. I mean... honestly, the best things come from anonymous givings, and I just feel like it's hard saying that. It's easy to say that to people that don't care. Like, I can tell you,
the best things come from anonymous givings is hilarious. I want to put that on the outside of a Christmas card.
Thank you. I sometimes have my brilliant moments.
It's a Christmas card with a hole cut out.
Oh, we'll make it a reality. It'll be on our first merch store.
That'd be so funny. It's just making like Christmas cards that have glory holes on them.
We can do that. That'll be our. We'll open up a merch store.
A merch store. It's just got Christmas cards.
There's glory hole Christmas
Glory
cards.
hole Christmas cards.
So like that's the thing. Like here's the thing: is there are certain things I won't tell. Like you and other friends, our close friends, roommate, and stuff like that. I'll tell pretty much everything. But there are certain things where I'm like,
you're keeping secrets from me.
I mean, of like who. I mean, I've told you also like about a person like I would potentially marry or something. Like the one person I'm like that good person probably got away.
Yeah, I haven't met him yet, but
I know he's great. But you know, I mean, I feel like I could never tell that person how I feel as I am currently just because of the situation, and I feel that he, despite it being a different situation, it's the same thing where it's hard for him to process, and he didn't know how his emotions felt. He doesn't know how she felt. If he's gonna rush it, I don't know. I feel for the guy. I have a lot of emotion for people that are like in love or like love to me is such a complicated thing already. So I don't want to tear the guy down.
Yeah, it is a very vulnerable spot, and he's not a very vulnerable. I mean, he has been for someone who has been as vulnerable with all the stories that he's talked about as much as he has. I kind of wouldn't expect that from him if I was seeing him for the first time tonight. And being like, oh, clearly he has trouble like getting in touch with his emotional side.
Yeah. No, it always seemed like he would be someone that was good with emotions.
He talked about like his suicide attempts. He talked about having like bulimia and stuff like that. Like he talked about like his body dysmorphia. He's gone so deep into all of this.
I think it's also easy to talk about yourself in terms of like the actions you've gotten over. You know what I mean? Like your failures and what you did to get over them. Right. But when it's something like a new obstacle, because whenever
hasn't been resolved yet.
That hasn't been resolved. I think that was the whole thing with him, where he feels like he's conquered all these demons and stuff. But it felt like for me the reason he had trouble articulating was I genuinely feel sorry for the guy. I mean, it seems like he had never really felt that true emotion before for someone.
That's fair. That's fair.
And it's a very, I mean, the first I love you to say to anyone that where you truly, truly mean it is so hard. And like, even I've only truly ever said it to like one person.
Yeah, me too. I've only ever said it to one person.
Yeah, and like I've sincerely meant it wholeheartedly.
Oh no, it's a word that has a tremendous amount of meaning for me.
Yeah, and I've actually, now I say it, I've only ever said that one situation in one relationship. I meant it, and I haven't said it since to any like person I've been dating, and it's so weird to me because it's like even some people have dated like over 3 months and stuff. It just feels weird where that first love didn't work out. I mean, for the better of both of us, but it's weird getting used to probably saying it again. Like the second time I say it will probably take longer than that first relationship. Like when I said it in like 4 months. It'll probably take longer for me because it's such a vulnerable position that I now realize.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because when you say it, you mean it, and technically, like it's not gone.
No, it's always
it's
a piece of you.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's a different sort of love now, I think.
Yeah, like I feel like if they called me and they needed help, I'd be like, all right, specifically what? And there might be some.
Oh no, I would do anything for that. I would do anything for this person. I would do pretty much anything for that person.
You and me have also broken up with people differently, but
yeah, we've done different. Yeah.
For me, there are things I would still help out because I'm like I knew their family, I knew everything about them for they were a 10th of my life or 11th of my life.
She helped you out a ton.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. She helped me out.
She gave you a place to live.
Yeah, for the winter. I mean,
I remember that.
Yeah, that was a tough commute. But so like and she'll always be a piece of me. But I'm happy it ended because we both ended up better people. I mean, I haven't talked to her in 2 years, but I assume she ended up better. I hope she's better. But I genuinely mean that, where it's like being in love is such a vulnerable thing, and I am someone that's very. I really like being in love. Like it's probably
so deep.
No, dude. It's
Wait,
not
you
even,
love love?
It's not.
What's it like, Andrew? What's it like to love love?
Bro, you're saying it like that, but it's true.
Bro,
it's awesome.
You're like blowing my mind right now.
I'm trying to open up to you,
I
buddy.
just,
And you're
what if
over
I just,
here
I just
making
mock
fun of
I
me.
mock anyone who's in love or expresses emotional feelings because I just can't access it myself.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, but that's what I'm saying. Is it's hard to, and it's been years.
Oh, she makes you feel whole inside, pussy.
Oh, wow. But to feel like, I mean, it's like I'm giving a Goodwill Hunting speech over here.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever been with her through cancer? And I'm like, no, I haven't yet. Robin Williams, but I don't know. Like, it's just, to me, it's
How about them apples? I've never seen Goodwill Hunting.
You are terrible human being. You've lived in Boston so many years, and Massachusetts for that matter.
Yeah.
You're from South Shore.
Apparently, there's a bench in the Common that's like the Goodwill Hunting bench or something like that.
That is the Goodwill Hunt. Yes.
I've probably sat on it.
It's technically on. I think it's in the. Is it in the, no, it's like no, it's
in the
actually
public
it's
garden.
actually the Frog Pond.
I think it's in the public garden.
Is it the public garden or the? I thought it was the
There's
Frog Pond.
There's no pond in the Common.
No, I meant the where
yeah,
people
the-
skate.
Oh, is it over there?
I don't know. I know there. But here the thing is, there's only 2 benches I know where there's water.
Yeah.
So,
Let's say I think I gotta watch the movie for it to have any significance. But I think I've sat in most of the benches in the Common and the public garden.
I've probably been intoxicated in most of those benches.
I've probably puked on that bench.
I haven't done that in the Common. No, I'm not eating pound cake off the sewer bad. You know.
You say that like I did that. I was just a witness.
But you might as well have.
That's the second time we've mentioned it with zero context. I think we should just leave it like that.
Yes, please.
All right.
So that was the whole Ben thing.
But the Ben thing is that Ben couldn't open up to Tayshia, and the interesting part was that Riley, who is the next one who goes home, has been out front and like very open with Tayshia,
Very much
and
so.
she just didn't.
And he was the one that came after Blake.
Yeah.
So he was like 6th place or whatever it was.
In 6th place. Yeah, he finished 6th.
Whatever it was. Actually, technically he was
funny.
7th because Bennett came back.
No, but it's funny that we mentioned it like that because it's not a show to win.
No.
It's
I mean, we've always told this the prize is a wife.
The prize is a wife.
Which
but Tayshia is a prize.
Grand prize.
Tayshia is a grand prize.
Yes.
I wouldn't even, if there was a money settlement at the end of it, if there was a cash prize at the end, I would say keep it. I'd say, you know what, you should donate it to a charity for lonely ass little boys because now I got me a smoking hot wife piece.
I wish they had that as an option. I wish they had as an option.
That's Love Island.
No, I know, but I wish it was like a
And probably
500
Bachelor in
grand.
Paradise, apparently.
But that's like 50 grand. I wish it was like $250,000 or like $500,000, like a sizable amount where it actually matters. And then here's the thing: is you have it where it's like not first place. I'm just gonna keep saying it that way. First place, you either get Tayshia, you get 500 grand, and then if he takes the money, then she has to go to the second place one, and then it's like, do you want Tayshia or 100 grand? And you keep going down the line. I want that.
Yeah.
That
So
would be.
it's like, do you want Tayshia or a warm sandwich?
It's like,
Guys, God, I am so hungry.
Oh, it's ham and butter.
I've been locked in La Quinta for 3 weeks. they chained me to the radiator. Can I please have that
They
sandwich?
already do like shows like that regardless. I just want to see that in this place
in a
format.
love context.
In a love context
Yeah.
where it's just super, because she's devoured her stuff. And what if she has to go back to where like people she's booted off and then come back?
Well, they kind of already do. So like, what is it? So 2 years ago, maybe it was last year. I don't fucking know. Hannah B
Mhm.
from Alabama, sweetheart. She went with a guy named Jed. That's the only bit I know. I only know that mostly because of like I watched like a recap by Jarvis Johnson on YouTube. He's really cool. I like Jarvis. That also like I was sort of watching the show that season because that was like the Luke P season. And she picked Jed, and like Jed at the end of it was allegedly like saying like I won the show and stuff like that. Like instead of like I won the show, instead of like I found a wife, and he was promoting like his music career and stuff like that. He's a terrible musician, but yeah, he was like promoting his music career and stuff. But like it didn't work out with them, and then she had to go back. She went back to Tyler C, who's the like one of the most handsome men I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, I'll pull up a picture of Tyler C. But yeah, so what happened with Blake? What happened to Blake and Blake
Got off axed after the Crystal Master.
right, and then
Riley, basically she goes I forget what she said. He's pulled aside separately after they get back to the villa, and she says she doesn't want to lead him on, but I just don't feel the same way basically. And he was like, I understand the result's going to be the same, but like, can you tell me why, he kept me so long and all that stuff. But ultimately, it left with him leaving, the cocktail party come around. Or not, there was no cocktail party, my bad. And Noah and Bennett, to no one's surprise, get knocked out. So that means we're down to 4, and that was then the men tell all.
Let's scroll through these photos of this man.
That man has
incredible body.
Yes.
Carved from fucking stone. Just look him up on Instagram. His Instagram is probably incredible.
Oh, I did not mean to click that, but dude, he's. What's always weird is those 6-packs that are 4-packs, but they still look grand.
Yeah, well, I mean that's a real 6-pack.
Oh, was it different?
It's just I think the other.
Oh, it was just the image. That was.
That's an incredible body. Like you know what I love, and it's something that I work as hard as I can to try and get. Now I don't know if I'll ever get it like that. It's the line between the pec and the shoulder.
Yes.
It's that front delt.
It's so defined shoulders.
It's the front delt where it looks like your head is like it's like a pimple that was like popped out of your traps.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Have you seen the pictures of like super bodybuilders where it's their traps? No, their traps are so big, but it looks like their regular traps or their shoulders.
Yep.
So people like shoot out of them. I love all the GIFs and videos. That is so funny to me.
Yeah. Someday I will look like that.
Someday, hopefully before the lockdown ends, because I need to get in shape before bars start opening up again.
I might be going to Turks in March, so I got to get in shape for that.
Turks?
Yeah, in the Caribbean.
Oh, I didn't know that. What are you going there for?
My aunt and her boyfriend, I think, have a place or something.
Ooh, nice.
So they were like, "Hey, you want to come down? You're just gonna pay for a flight." And I was like, "Yeah, please."
It's a pretty cheap flight, probably, right?
It's not. Yeah, they were. It's all in all not gonna cost me very much money at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But I have to be in like body shape.
Dude, this summer I really gotta just stick to it. It's terrible.
It's officially bulking season. I've already committed. It's bulking season. I made a sheet of lasagna yesterday. I ate half of it today. Like
bulking
in one
is cultivating mass.
It's an important step. It's an important step.
Yeah, it's cultivating the right mass.
It's all mass. It's calories. It's inputs and outputs.
Interesting.
As soon as I put the weight on, I can turn that weight into muscle.
I guess so. Yeah.
I'm not clean bulking. Clean bulking is a lame oxymoron.
It works though.
You can't bulk on salmon and lean chicken.
No, you can. That's how calories work.
I'd have to eat a lot of salmon.
No,
Salmon's expensive as fuck.
No. You don't have to eat salmon. White chicken breast.
I don't want to eat that much white chicken breast.
I do. I have over 4 pounds between my fridge and my freezer. And every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I eat 6 to 8 ounces. Yeah. I weigh it out. I also, dude,
my diet slipped so bad that I'm developing a headache, and I think it's.
I
think it's from. Do you have a really bad migraine? I have a wicked bad migraine.
No, mine. Yeah, I have had one too.
Is it the green light?
It might be the green light. It might
be that light. I'm not kidding. That light might be doing it.
It might be that. Do you want to turn that off or?
I don't know how it looks. We'll leave it.
We should just turn it off.
Fuck it. All right, I'll turn it off. Carry us.
It's okay. We'll be talking about the mental all next. After our migraines quite settle down a little bit, but
the mental what? Mental health?
No, the mental all.
The mental all.
Oh, I was combining all those words. Yeah, that actually helps a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. I can see now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Also, I was looking at you, and it's right there for me.
Yeah. Every time I looked back this way, it would catch me in the corner of my eye, and I get migraines as is. And the last thing I need to do is be uncomfortable while I'm talking about the Bachelorette.
Exactly.
It's really going to show in my performance.
Well, you know whose performance it didn't show in was Yosef.
Hell yeah, good transition.
Because Yosef was the least apologetic person I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, the men tell all was kind of so like I was cooking last night and watching football and stuff. Great football game, by the way. Browns, Ravens.
Don't even get me started.
What an incredible game!
It ended with the safety and the spread. I didn't bet on it.
My buddy lost fantasy playoffs off of that safety, exclusively that safety,
because the spread was 3.5 points.
He was winning.
Yeah,
and then it was just like as soon as the safety happened, he's like, "Well, fuck."
Yeah, that messed up so many people.
Yeah, it was the spread also. It fucked up the spread, but that's neither here nor there. Because it was just so they didn't really do a whole lot in the tell-all or whatever, and I was kind of like watching. I had the subtitles on and stuff like that, and I was trying to kind of follow along with it. I saw that Yosef came back. I turned on the audio a little bit for it. Yosef did a terrible, terrible job of salvaging his reputation. He left on a very bad note with Claire because he was like, "You're old and crusty, and I don't want to be with the oldest bachelorette. I am Yosef, and I deserve better."
You sound like Plankton's cousin. Like, give me a root beer and a young woman. You know,
what a reference. I'm not one of those people that can pull SpongeBob references like that. I've seen every episode, like not like every episode, but like all the old ones, like the ones we watched growing
real
up.
old. Yeah. The new ones I have no idea.
I don't even think is it still on or does it end?
It's still on. They kept making after the original creator passed away.
Yeah,
like a few years back.
Hillenberg or Dryman, one of them.
I had German.
Something like that. But
Heisenberg.
he
made meth in his spare time.
I can't pull SpongeBob references. I've never been able to do it. Or like Office references. I've seen right. I've seen every episode of The Office. Don't go ahead and try and like out whatever me in a conversation and be like, "Oh, you remember that episode of The Office when Kevin did the blah and he blah and then Phyllis did meh?" I don't care.
I've been so disinterested in one of my dates, or actually multiple dates, where they'll do that with The Office, and then what's the other show? Always Sunny.
No, Always Sunny references are. I've seen every episode of Always Sunny, and probably I've seen most of them twice, probably all of them twice. It just shows the longest running. It will
18
be
seasons next year.
It will be. It'll be the longest running cable TV show ever, or not cable TV show, but the longest running TV show concurrent ever, or something like that.
Yeah, because there's like soaps
it's like
that
longer
have been
than
on for 7
Seinfeld
years.
and shit. Like that. I can't remember every episode, and I can't remember every reference. And
there's 18 years.
That's what
of
I'm
it.
saying. That's what I'm saying. And like all these people that are always like, "Wow, okay, I thought you'd seen it." It's like, yeah, dude, I didn't see it. I don't remember season 4, episode 7. Like, cut me some fucking slack.
I have never done that with a show, and it's so disinteresting when someone does it. And like, don't you remember this? I go, no, but you could describe it to me, and they're like, well, you don't. And then they almost like chastise you for not knowing.
Yeah,
it.
it becomes like a street cred thing, or like a when someone's favorite band, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you like Arctic Monkeys? Name 3 of their songs." Like, it's like, I don't need to prove shit to you people.
That's like, because there's so many bands where I'll just listen to a song or two,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, like what album's that? I'm like, I don't know, and they're like, oh, you must not be a fan. Then I'm like, what is that?
It's like even like some of my favorite shows, like Breaking Bad is a great show. I have to go back, like Better Call Saul. I think season 6 is starting soon. By the time season 6 starts, I will have to go back and watch season 5 again because I do not remember what happened.
Oh, is it caught up to the show?
What do you mean?
Does it go concurrently with Breaking Bad?
No.
It's just stuff that happens.
I was just saying, like, in general, like I like Better Call Saul as another show.
Oh,
so
you
like,
go back and watch Better Call Saul season 5, not Breaking Bad season 5.
No. I would go back. I would go back and like watch like I would probably go back and watch season 5 to get episode updated for season 6. Like, I do that all the time for shows.
I do that for everything.
When shows have a long lapse period, because like I don't remember. How do you expect me to remember off of one of my favorite shows when it's like The Office, which is just a throwaway show to me, and I just throw it on and it's funny enough, but I think it's beaten to death. I think it's honestly beaten to death.
It's just the show of the time for right now. You know what I mean? I mean, it was Cheers like 20 years ago.
I guess
it's Seinfeld like 15 years ago. Friends like 10 years. Like,
have you ever watched Friends?
I mean, I grew up in a household where my mom, I think, watched Friends all the time.
Was Friends even on when we were kids?
Yeah, of course. It went on from 98 to 06.
06?
Wasn't it that? I thought it ended mid-2000s.
Oh my god. Because I think I was already at that point in time very in love with Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, 94 to 04.
Okay, 04 sounds about right. Because
Yeah.
I was like, if I had found out that Jennifer Aniston was on my television screen once a week, that often, her and I would have seen each other more often.
It would have been a crusty TV screen.
Yeah, it would have been.
Do you used to go up to the CRT, and like touch the static?
Yeah, actually.
That was so satisfying. Then you have to like wait 5 minutes for it to reset, do it again. I had a very boring childhood.
I was gonna say I don't even remember having to do it more than once.
Well, you'd like run your finger across.
It was like, well, that was fun. I will sit solitary for 5 minutes till the static returns. When will my static return home from war? Oh, there it is. Okay, I wait again.
It was either that or baseball practice. So it was,
it's either that or like, I don't know, reading or playing piano. I decided to play with the static.
I
That's why I'm
really
a
think
well-adjusted
I should
human
have
being.
picked up. My parents should have forced me into an instrument. They didn't. I played the French horn for a year. Hated it. I wish I like had learned piano.
Yeah, it's like I played drums for a while.
I
was
yeah.
okay.
I really want to learn piano so that way I can bust out like just only like 5. No,
Piano is also just so useful.
well, just like 5 songs. Like
yeah, you can figure it out.
Like here's the thing,
you can play like Heart and Soul.
No, like I'll play like Mood, like Mood on the piano. Have you ever heard the piano cover of that song?
Why are you always in a mood?
It's actually no, dude. It's actually like really good, and apparently it's only like medium difficulty. But
you need to learn. You need to learn scales. You need to learn.
no. I just need to learn hand movement, how to do Mood.
Yeah, you need to learn B flat scale, and then you can go ahead and learn. You don't even know what that means.
No.
Okay, clearly.
Don't, because here's the thing: is I can just learn the hand movements. I don't have to learn any of that science, that music science stuff.
Okay.
That and then like, can you feel the love tonight? Or like, I don't know, a love song, so that way I can play it at my future wedding and be like, love me, woman. You know?
They just played Chopsticks.
Someone played that at our talent show in like 4th grade. Oh, what's his name? Like Jimmy something? I don't know.
I don't remember the dude in 4th grade.
No, I was trying to remember my name.
The dude in your 4th grade class who played Chopsticks.
I almost did a balance beam routine at my talent show.
That would have been cute.
No, I did not decide to end up doing it because one of the teachers saw me at balance. She's like, oh, because I had like been with my brother who did gymnastics. She's like, oh, you're good at this. Like, you should do it for the talent show. I go, sure. And like, apparently she had like talked to the teacher. But I was saying sure just as like to get out of there. Apparently she was talking to like my teacher about like how to get the balance beat up on like the stage. I'm like, well, actually, like I'm not feeling good, and like I don't think I'm prepared for it. And she's like, oh, okay. But I was like, it was like 2 days before that I found out she was gonna actually set up a balance beam.
We didn't have a talent show in my school because they didn't want to like discriminate against people, I think, or something like that.
Against people with talent.
No, I'm dead serious. That I think that was the thought was that like we can't have an award that we give to one person and not to other people.
That is so funny.
I'm not kidding. I'm dead serious.
That's incredible because we even had those like what was like the pageant show where like you bid on men with baskets and stuff.
How old were you?
That was like 16.
They did you what?
Do you not remember that? Oh no,
I know the
concept.
Sorry.
Where like a guy goes out there with like a basket and like you do like you have like girls bid on him and you go on a date.
Jesus Christ, Texas is a different animal.
Dude, yes.
They do that at like country clubs with like cougars and like my brother.
Well, it was also in like Get Out for that guy, but like yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's so fucking weird. You were under ew. They were pimping you out when you were 16.
They weren't associating us with having sex. They were saying, you're just going to go on like a nice picnic. And it was all like...
That's not consensual.
I mean, the guy signed up for it.
You consent by holding the fruit
I didn't
basket.
sign up for it. Look, I was not they took like the top football and basketball and all those people.
Yeah, all the prize boys.
Yeah, I was not. Yeah. I was not for
all
that.
the big strongins.
Yeah, I was over there rock climbing in the meantime. Like, got good fingers. Anyway, but I was 16, so it couldn't happen.
But yeah, we didn't have any talent shows. But what we did have, and I got, God forbid, there's video somewhere of all of them. We did something called lip sync.
You tell me this every time. I fucking hate the idea of this.
Lip sync is you just sign up with like a group or your class or something like that, and you just do like a dance, like a choreographed dance thing, and like lip sync to the songs that are like playing. Like you just pick like a song and you just lip sync to it. In 6th grade. I don't remember. I did one.
Gwyneth Paltrow, right? Or whatever it was.
No, I did 2 Gwen Stefani songs, and I just remembered I did a Bee Gees song. I did Staying Alive with my class.
Gross.
Like, dude, if I saw those now, I would... I'd have a meltdown.
See, but you call my school weird, but that sounds weird to me.
That's weird as fuck. No, listen.
Yeah.
No, your thing is weird because it's like
underage selling boys.
Yeah, and like we weren't allowed to have something that like you couldn't give a prize to another person.
Yeah, that is weird. That's weird to me.
Well, that was weird because it set an expectation. I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade.
That no one's
something.
A winner.
No, so I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade or something, and I entered like the science fair, and they were going through, and every one of my friends got like a consolation prize, and I was like, I think I was crying because like everyone got a prize, and I ended up winning 2nd place, but the way that they did is they just gave all my friends prizes, and I was like, what the fuck? Did they forget about me? Did I not get a prize? I didn't win 2nd place. No
You're
big
up there
deal.
crying on the 2nd place podium?
No big... Yeah, honestly, I was. I got up on stage. I was like... Because like, people were like, calm down. Like, go up there.
You should have been. I'm so proud. I was like, I knew this moment was coming.
I got a silver medal for freezing things.
Wow.
I just froze things and saw how long it took for them to freeze.
Wow, that sounds like when I won 1st place in our art contests are like school wide or multi-school wide, like district art contests in kindergarten.
Yeah.
I took a cup and I took like something that had like a straight line. I just did like abstract art, like made stairs with it, and then I made like a thing rolling down. I won first place. I don't think I know where that medal is, but I've never been that recognized in my life since then.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was thinking about it yesterday. I don't know if I've ever not won anything.
You definitely haven't.
What are you saying?
What?
I don't think I've won it, but I don't think I've won anything. Like I'm dead serious. I can't remember a single thing that I have won. Not won. I've won games and stuff like that, but I've never won a team sport championship.
We were so close twice.
Dude, I've gotten second place a dozen times. I can remember specifically all of them. Even town soccer, I don't think I ever really did. Town baseball, probably not. I would remember. Hockey, never. I never won a championship in hockey.
I had the opposite experience. We went 9-0, 10-0 some seasons, won the championship.
Never won in lacrosse, for sure. Never won in lacrosse. Yeah.
So you guys didn't have a dedicated trophy space for you and your trophies?
I had a lot of trophies and stuff, but they were often runner-up trophies.
Yeah. Good for you.
It hasn't impacted me on a mental level at all that I've never won anything and never accomplished anything and been recognized for my efforts. Maybe it's why I have such a terrible work ethic now.
Well, you make up for it with your slightly above average, communication skills, where you can make friends and make up for it. You make friends with people that are winners.
I make friends in high places.
Yes,
because I can't get to those high places by myself.
So we pull you up.
Yeah. Thanks, pals.
No problem.
Thanks everyone out there who supports me because I can't support
Definitely
myself.
Not talking to me, but yeah, I understand that though. There are people I knew like you.
Fucking shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not a loser.
No, you're just like Noah and Bennett, where you've been so close, yet you never got to there.
Noah and Bennett were cut this week. God damn it, fuck you. Noah and Bennett were cut this week, and they it's weird that Bennett came back for a little bit, and then both of them are just gone. They're just gone. Neither of them were gonna win or anything like that. I thought it was weird that he was kind of led on and brought back, and then kind of escorted off the property again. But
yeah, that was a weird thing.
Whatever.
We also didn't even like talk about the mental all or anything like that. That's fine. We talked about Yosef.
Kind of whatever. Oh my God, we're at now.
Chris told off Yosef.
Yep, Yosef is Chris told off Yosef and just said like you piece of fucking shit. He actually said that on ABC. He called him a piece of fucking garbage.
I don't think he did.
He said, "You useless piece of shit. Spell your name right.
That sounds better.
Spell it with a J."
Joseph?
Yeah.
Josef?
Yeah. Better than Yosef.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
He said, "You're disgusting. Get out of my face." It was really weird to see because Chris Harrison's usually really well put together. He's usually very composed.
We've seen it with Ed and his glass of wine. He swung at him.
Yeah.
Will they get the wrestling rink back?
Well, he swung at him from 6 feet away because they're trying to maintain COVID distances.
Oh, yeah.
So, he just, air punched. But it was a mean right hook.
Interesting.
Huh.
You could feel the wind behind it, right?
Yeah. You're not improvising with me well here.
No.
You're
because honestly...
We got to work together in this.
I don't want to because this has gone on long.
Got to work together in this. I
don't know what you want me to improvise.
I thought we would just riff on it. But I guess not. It's okay. It was hometown week.
All I could think about was that Yosef, for some reason, just fits back with our whole Jesus talk. I don't know why. I couldn't get over that whenever you were saying things. And there's no reason and there's no connection. I couldn't think of anything else.
What are you talking about?
Exactly. I don't know. I was thinking about the connection and I was like, why do I want to connect Yosef with like the original name of Jesus, like Yahweh or Yahweh or whatever it is. His
Joseph is Jesus' dad.
No. Like Yosef and Yahweh, his original, Jesus' original name. I know, because I was watching a show where they were talking about the origin of Jesus' name.
Original name was Kevin.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Was he also in the office making some salsa or whatever?
Get it right, nerd. It's chili. Kevin makes chili in the office, and then he drops it on the floor. It's fucking hilarious.
That's not the hilarious. The hilarious part is that he ate meatballs, and he stole them all from whatever the other guy's name is.
Okay, we've diverged far too much. Hometown week. A lot of stuff happened. The 4 dudes that are left: Brendan, Zach, Brent.
Oh, okay. Then I'm the one having trouble.
Brendan, Zach, Ben, and Ivan. Brendan, Zach, Ben, Ivan.
They were there for hometown, yes.
Yes, sir. Brendan's seems to go pretty well. His brother, sister-in-law, and niece came, and they set up like a fair because he's from Milford, Massachusetts. I'm from Pembroke, Massachusetts. We had our friend Gray here who's from another part of Massachusetts, and like they don't have. Like I've never been to the Milford Fair.
I looked up if they had any fairs yearly. They don't. They just
I don't
don't
know. I don't know. It's not even near like the Topsfield Fair or any like the Big E or any of those like big like fairs that happen all the time. Like I don't know. Whatever. He says fair culture is a big thing. I honestly, if Milford is anything like the town I grew up in, there's literally nothing. So going back to my hometown for a hometown date would just be like, here's the community center where kids smoke cigarettes behind, and here's the parking lot where I lost my virginity. Like this
Is that what fairs were to you?
Fairs? I'm talking about if I went back to my hometown. I said Milford as a town is probably very similar to my hometown.
Oh, probably. I mean,
yeah. It's like here's the cemetery where all the kids used to hang out for some reason.
There's just such Northeast vibes.
Here's the tennis courts where I almost got into a fight.
What the fuck?
I got suspended for that almost fight.
Is it bad that I kind of feel like your town and Milford and all the ones that aren't
they suck
improper are all the same?
They suck. Every town in outside of like right outside the suburbs of Boston is a terrible town. I would never raise children there. I would advise all of you that live there to reconsider and try to move to somewhere with some personality, culture, diversity. Yeah. Don't look up my hometown's diversity score. It's bad.
I mean, same. If you come from Texas,
98.5% white.
Probably close to mine.
It's probably that high.
See, but that's the whole thing where it's like Boston proper exists, then there's the Cape, and then there's the rest of Massachusetts, and it's just backwash your town, your
Honestly,
towns.
It's like not quite white trash, but I hate it so much. I hate it as if it were white trash.
Yeah, like I'm sure you guys didn't even have like movie theaters in your house and stuff.
No.
Like theater rooms? Oh, you missed out.
No. Didn't have theater rooms.
I didn't have one, but I had a friend.
There were a couple rich people in my town, which don't classify as rich people in any other town. But you know how it is.
Yeah, relatively rich.
They flex on all the other poors.
That's what I want to do. I want to move to Montana. I want to be the richest in that town.
Yeah. Move to West Virginia and just be like a duke.
And you're the only one that's not obese or on drugs.
People just like carry me down the street.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, statistically, we'd be very well off in West Virginia.
If you took, I think part of me wants to move outside of Boston because Boston's really, really expensive to live in, and everyone around here is really wealthy, and it makes me feel bad sometimes. And move to a place where I can be big fish, small pond. You know what I mean?
I get that. I was just talking with my roommate was like the whole townie vibe you see in like you won't get this, but like Good Will Hunting or any of those old like 90s, 80s.
Dude, I know what a townie is.
No, I get that, but I'm saying the vibe you get in the movies.
A lot of my friends are wannabe townies.
No, but what I'm saying is that vibe in the city has changed so much because they're all like being pushed out.
Oh, they all live in the poor towns that we grew up in.
No. But what I'm saying is it used to be like if you looked at like the South, like South Boston.
Southie used to be like hard.
That's what I'm saying. Is that we're all these places like it's all getting
hard.
What's the where I'm looking for? Gentrified? Is that what I'm looking for?
Yeah, no, everything's become super gentrified and everything is really expensive. So like Revere and like Charlestown used to be like that's where the town is based off of. It's
the bank robbing place.
Yeah, where they're all like they talk with thick, stupid accents. And rob banks and rob like Fenway Park and stuff.
Yeah, and that's what when I came to Boston, I thought because I had only seen like movies I'd been here when I was young. No. I came here, my dad's like, "Got to be careful, don't go to Eastie." And I went to Eastie. I'm like, "This is like one of the nicest parts." He's like, "What?"
Maverick Station is beautiful.
When my dad drove through it, he's like, "This is not the same Eastie I grew up in." Like,
the school that I went to was in Dorchester, and those like now there are very expensive apartments there that like. Our friends live in.
Yeah, my little brother I think lived there too.
Gray lived there. Your brother lived there. All my friends lived there at one point in time.
Nice.
They're extremely expensive. And like my dad was driving me through for like my orientation when I was like going into my freshman year, and he's like, "What the fuck are these?" And I was like, "Oh, I think those are the apartments and stuff that are right over there." And he's like, "These used to be like Section 8.
Yeah,
these were bad. Like this was the projects." He's like, "I would never cross to get over this side of the peninsula." I was like, "Well, now they charge $1,200 a room."
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, fine.
Yeah, that's like the same thing around here. Like this used to be like working class homes.
Oh
like
yeah.
This didn't used to all be. Now you look, it's all like old
They're all
people with
million-dollar
money.
properties. Every one of these is a $1 million property.
Oh yeah, and they're all like the amount of people I see that are like are doctors or like nurses and stuff like that live around here because we're close to the medical center is incredible because everyone is well off. And like I would talk to some people on the street or play frisbee like out in the yard, and like yeah, I'm a lawyer at so. I'm like that building's like 40 floors high. Like, you work up there? Like, yeah, okay. It's just, like, incredible the time in 30 years since my dad's left the city, like, since that's happened.
Yeah.
And then, but, yeah, I don't know. I went off track here, but I don't remember what my original
We were talking
thing was.
about Milford being probably a shitty town. It's probably okay, Brendan. We're not trying to offend you or anything like that. We know we'll have you on the pod at one point. We could have you in person. We can have him in person.
Yeah,
if he's not too busy. I'm sure he doesn't have very much going on.
Not
or maybe
Tayshia.
he's married to Tayshia.
No, I don't think so. Who do you think? Oh, that's the other thing. Who do you think's gonna win? Because
we have to get there because one person doesn't come back. We know that it's Ben.
Well, Ben doesn't come back.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I just pieced.
Oh, did we not?
We jumped ahead and then came back.
Oh, I thought we said at the beginning. Yeah,
we kind of did. So who's left?
Zach, Brendan, and
Ivan.
Ivan. Yeah, I don't think it'll be Ivan. I think it'll be either Zach or Brendan, and I'm gonna lean towards Zach. Because I'm pretty sure we both want to say Zach,
I kind of want to say Zach too, because I think that's just been a good connection the whole time. We already took wedding photos together.
We can say the same thing and both be right. It's better than one of us being wrong and the other one holding over our head forever. Unless you want to take that risk, because I think Zach is the clear path to victory.
Okay, fine.
Here, do you want to take the first guess, and I'll guess after you, so that way you feel like you took Zach? I don't know who I'm going to vote for.
Fuck it, I'm taking Ivan.
Oh, okay.
Fuck it, I'm taking Ivan.
That's a long game, bro.
It's
Are you sure?
long game, but I think that he's a very special man. I think that he makes her feel special. I think that he has they share a very similar background, and she's went over that multiple times, where they both have a pretty similar upbringing, being like in a biracial household and stuff like that. And I think there is that connection there. She's mentioned it. He's mentioned it. They've bonded over a lot of other things. Ivan's brother came fresh out of prison. Couple teardrop tattoos. Looks dope. If I could pull off face tattoos, I would.
Okay.
I don't have the courage.
I don't have the job capacity. I need jobs.
I work remote.
Yeah, until
I haven't turned on my webcam in like 9 months. I've turned it like once in 9 months.
Yeah, but the thing is, I need to probably go in the office after this lockdown thing. So
you'll be fine. Let's get face tattoos. Let's get the Reality Wagon logo.
Should we?
Can we bond ourselves together?
You realize like we just get fake temporary tattoos.
That's not a blood oath.
Yeah, I'm not making blood oath with you. I don't know. I'm kind of afraid of the whole, getting your AIDS type thing.
You won't get my AIDS.
No? Okay, then fine. Let's do it. I have a knife in there. We can take the chef's knife.
Yeah. We're just gonna
cut right across.
Yeah.
Where's that from? Like Band of Brothers? Not Band of Brothers.
From everything.
No, but there's like
one
big Stephen King movie where like the boys go and find a dead body in train tracks and stuff.
They do a blood oath in it.
They do. Okay, that might be what I'm thinking of. Also train tracks.
Yeah.
All right. It's coming up to the time.
Yeah. No, we're gonna scoot on out of here because
it's late.
Yeah, I think we don't got to touch on the hometown shit. They all just met. There was nothing groundbreaking. The Ben thing, which we already got to.
Yeah, the rest was pretty standard hometown meet and greets. So I'm sure they'll be talking. It'll be more intense whenever they all meet her family next week.
Yeah, hopefully. We don't even know the schedule for next week. Hopefully it's not a Monday, Tuesday situation because that was a pain in the ass, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. All right, so I think that about wraps it up. You want to send this home? Because I got to send you home?
Yeah, he's got to drive me home because I don't have a car.
I'm daddy.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you as always. Thank you. for watching and listening to, consuming, investing in us. Investing your time in us, your effort in us, and joining us for the 10th episode. Oh my God, for the 10th episode of the Reality Wagon Bachelorette podcast. It's been a blast as always. I think we kind of pulled this one out.
Yeah,
like we were not. I was not optimistic coming into this episode.
You were having a problem.
I
was like, we can do this.
I get in moods.
No, I know. That's why I was like, let's just start this.
Moods. I feel a lot better now.
Yeah, I do feel like towards the end, like my brain just was not. I'm getting to the point where
my brain is shiggity shot.
I now go to bed around 10 or 11, so now like.
Oh my god, it's so much past your bedtime,
dude. It really. I'm
you
not
maybe
gonna
should
lie.
start going to bed later, and you won't have as many nightmares.
No, because I wake up at 7. I go to do my morning workout.
But you've been having nightmares.
Dude, I just
don't want you to suffer anymore, baby.
That's probably because I'm having nightmares because I knew this day was coming and I was gonna mess up my sleep schedule.
All my nightmares are about having to stay up past 10:30.
Yeah, I mean, I've told you my dreams or nightmares, and sometimes I was just like, "That's so lame. Why am I having a dream and or nightmare?" Although I had a dream the other night, which was very good. It wasn't a sexual dream. It was just I was having a fun dream.
I had a dream the other night. It was very good.
Yeah.
Intercourse.
Yeah, I can only dream of that nowadays.
Fucking don't remind me, bro.
Man.
But yeah, so thanks for listening to the Reality Wagon podcast again. We are on Instagram. We are on Twitter. Live tweeted the episode last night. Went kind of okay. Got a little bit of decent engagement. Not fabulous. Up on Instagram, we put up clips of the podcast on Instagram. We put up our tiers, which we won't be doing a tier this week. We just picked our winners. I picked Ivan. He picked Zach. Maybe we'll put up a graphic or something, but unlikely. Maybe not. We'll figure it out.
We'll see.
So stay tuned there. We'll put up stories. Engage with us there. Let us know what you think. Follow us, please. That way you don't miss out on any of our steamy content. Podcast is up on a lot of platforms. More than we even really know. Because it just gets uploaded fucking wherever, I guess. But main few gonna be on Spotify. Toss us a follow, automatic download to your device. Go ahead and listen on that platform. That's great if you just want to hear our voices. Also, if you just want to hear our voices and you happen to have an iPhone or an iPod or an iPad or any of those devices, the Apple Podcast app, you can go ahead and download the podcast there. You can toss us a subscription. That's great. And if you subscribe to the podcast and you like what we do, you can give us 5 stars. You can give us a comment, dude. Like, you don't have to be stingy with it. You can give as many as you want. And, like, they don't cost any money. Like, they're literally free. And, like, if you really loved me and cared about me, you'd just do it already. Also, though, but you can watch us on YouTube. That's cool, too. So if you want to see our faces, right now we turn the light green. The light's green. So if this is any sort of whatever, just like pause the listening to the podcast right now, go to the YouTube, watch at least 15 seconds. That way it counts as a view, and then you'll be able to see us in green light.
Correct.
And that's good. That'll be cool too if you want to do that. We'll see how it actually comes out because I think it might be a little dark, but maybe we can turn up that brightness in post. You know what I mean? But yeah. Like and subscribe that video. That'll be a cool thing for you to do too. That we'd appreciate. Did I miss anything, Andrew?
No.
Perfect. Let's get the fudge out of here.
Correct.
Let's blow this popsicle stand. I'm not even high this episode.
No, you're not. It's incredible.
I'm on. Yeah. So thank you for listening and watching episode 10 of the Reality Wagon Bachelorette podcast. My name is Anthony.
My name is Andrew.
And I don't know. Maybe we'll talk to you guys next week. All right. That actually came out okay. That actually came out all right.
Yeah, I know.
That came out pretty okay.
Bro, why were you freaking out at the start?
I was grumpy, and I was anticipating where it's going to be harder to do. We did a good job.
I knew
there's gonna be a lot of stuff in that we can clip too.
See, here's the thing:
that's one I think we'll have a lot of actually worthy clips, like more than usual. You know what I mean?
I knew going into it. I'm like, this episode was kind of boring, and I heard like last night when you were talking about, I'm like, that sounds kind of boring. Let's just riff off each other.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was. I had it.